Hello and welcome to the Social Ad School. Today we're going to talk about how to grab attention fast, because attention in the ad world is like the spice on the planet Doom. Getting attention is the thing that you need right away to get people to look at your ad. If not, then it's going to be a dead ad. So Tom's going to go over 5 things that we can do, and these are things that most marketers kind of miss. So I'm super stoked, and Tom's going to lay it on us today with 5 things to get attention fast on Facebook ads. Go for it, buddy.
Yeah, this is actually perfect for anyone with a low budget, can't afford, an expert art person at this kind of stuff. So you could literally do a lot of these with your own camera or some basic paint program, whatever. The first one is, I don't really know how to word this, but it's like a person talking in action or a person giving a face. Right? The greatest Facebook ad I've ever seen is with a guy with a very smug look. His image is just him giving a smug look at the camera. He's literally just like this at the camera. That's the photo. When I worked at the agency, we had a great performing ad for a male's dating coach, and one of the best performing visuals was just the guy like this, pretty much a chest up face shot, him talking to an audience. He was clearly talking to an audience, but it caught him mid-act talking. Why does that capture attention? I guess people are kind of interested in, a big shot of a person with confidence, being bold, and showing some sort of passion and emotion. That's my guess, but it works. And if you just have an offer and you just need to get ads up and running, just take a picture of you either mid conversation. I've seen people, doing like stoic speeches off a stage. And, you know, even if it's not a blockbuster ad, even though the best Facebook ad I've ever seen, it's going to get results because uh, something about the human being talking or just in motion like that or showing some sort of emotion or passion grabs attention. Okay, and don't make it small. Make it kind of close up. It doesn't have to be their entire face taking up the screen. It can, but make sure it's bold and it really stands out. Because scroll through your Facebook. I mean, usually it's not people doing that. It's usually people standing away from the camera or people taking like nice photos with their friends and family. So when they see someone kind of looking a little ridiculous, like mid conversation like that, it's just like it's a little bit of drama, it's a little bit of theater,
Yeah.
and it doesn't seem right in your head, right? It's like, who would post that, right? It's
Yeah.
just it's a
It's
little
out of the,
quirk.
yeah, it's a little bit of a pattern interrupt.
Yeah,
I've seen
exactly.
a lot of educators or people who already have a following, and they listen to these people's podcasts, or they might, watch their YouTube channel and things like that. So when they see their face and they're half, midway through a sentence like that,
Yeah,
it kind of even though it's not the most flattering image, it's like people want to know what is that guy talking about, because I love his content,
yeah,
and he's obviously talking about something, so I'm going to click. So it's
right,
the curiosity trigger.
right. And
Yeah.
that's a great point you just made. They're obviously talking about something, so then your copy leads right into what the mind is already thinking. So the second one, a lot of people know John Carlton, and he talks about headlines should be like, I forget his exact words, but he describes them as like a juxtaposition of uh, I forget what it was, important things or whatever. But there's that juxtaposition aspect of it that kind of makes you go like, wait, what? How is this real? Is this real? Um, the truth about images in Facebook is that they are the new headlines from those old direct mail days. Your headline or your image, if you can find some sort of juxtaposition, um, to I saw a water bottle that boiled water on its own, and it was the image. It was like a short GIF or GIF, however you want to call it, but they made it seem like it was this normal water bottle, and then it turned into a solar heat bottle somehow. And it was just like that transition, that juxtaposition where I thought it was just a cool looking water bottle to like something completely different instantly caught my attention. There's a million ways. Someone had like a picture of like a two-headed turtle one time, and that caught
Hmm.
my attention. I know that's a real thing, but like it's still a juxtaposition. Like turtles are supposed to have one head.
What do you think about
So
like some of the ads that are super clickbaity? I don't know if we want to go to those, but a lot of the stuff is like really disgusting looking. Have you ever noticed that? Like,
yeah,
you'll be at a news site and then like, just the generic ads up below are just like how to lose weight, and it's like pictures of like maggots like eating somebody's skin or something. It's just like really off the
aggressive.
wall, aggressive. What do you
Yeah.
think about those types of ads? I mean, obviously they get run and they probably are effective to some degree, but do you recommend going that far? Is there a limit of how bizarre you get or how attention grabbing you can be?
Well, Facebook's going to take those down immediately. Um, if you ask me, I'm not about it,
Mm-hmm.
only because I'm pretty calculated with the exact emotions I want people to feel.
Yep.
That doesn't mean I don't want them to feel negative emotions. But I know the ones you're talking about, like yeah, the maggots or the stuff that's almost off-putting.
Yeah. It's
Um,
like distorted. The color's weird. Like,
yeah,
their skin looks like they're dead. It's just really weird.
right.
Yeah.
I've never spoke with someone about those ads. I'm not sure. I'm sure they work because people run them all the time. But it's really aggressive marketing because I've
Hmm.
seen people in similar health niches. Like if you look at the stuff Golden Hippo produces, they're Dr. Stephen Gundry and I forget their make Hollywood Med or something, Beverly Hills MD. Um, all their stuff, it's not like disgusting ads or like I mean it tilts to the negative side, but nothing is gross or it's all curiosity provoking and intriguing. And then the sales letters or the VSLs themselves are all actually pretty positive um, for the most part. Um,
True.
so yeah, I mean Facebook is going to take those insanely clickbaity things down.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm going to leave
Yeah.
it up to what. Sure, test them
Yep.
if you want to. I'm not going to use them. Just kind of
Yep.
my thing. I
Yeah.
don't
And,
think you need to.
we've said this before, but Facebook, they have a vibe that they're trying to maintain on their site. So they really look down and they'll penalize and ban you if you're disrupting the basically the energy of Facebook. If you're making
Hmm.
it unfriendly in any way, if you're using stuff that doesn't go or jive with the values of Facebook, they have so many different things that would trigger either a complaint or just get flagged. So yeah, definitely stay away and know the platform that you're on. Certain other social media sites might not be as hard on certain topics, but when we're just specifically talking about Facebook, yeah, they're pretty brutal about it. And they should be. It's their business.
Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah, for sure. And think about if you're scrolling on, you got your kids are scrolling on it and they see a big, thing of flesh-eating virus just taking out, you know, someone's face. It's just like, yeah, it is off-putting and it's really aggressive marketing. And a lot of people get away with it and can do it
Hmm.
and are okay doing it, but it's just not my style. Kind of random, but I was scrolling on Facebook and there was a woman who got me to stop scrolling. She's doing a yoga pose. I don't do yoga. I'm not interested in yoga, but what got me to stop the scroll is she's doing this yoga pose and then there's just a dog. There's a dog in the picture, not even looking at the camera, literally facing out the window. There's and it's only half the dog's body, so it's half in the shot and just because she put a dog in there, it got my attention. So you have this inserting randomness that kind of relates to your audience. Okay. Does that make sense? So she's probably targeting women age 30 to 50, probably a good amount of mothers, um, who most of them probably enjoy dogs or cats or animals. She probably could have put a plant in there too, or maybe it could have been anything random, really. Um, but dogs are kind of a hard hitting sweet spot. And you could really, I mean, get creative with this, test out a million different things. I saw a guitar offer the other day. Man, this would have worked perfect. It was just a guy standing there with his guitar, and he didn't give some sort of weird face that we talked about in the first tip. He didn't look like he was talking or teaching anyone. He was just sitting there, like, kind of stoic with a guitar. And I was like, I was looking out for ads, so it didn't catch my attention. I was looking out for it. And I was like, man, missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. He should have looked like he was either talking with someone, or they could have
Mhm.
literally just put a dog in the
Yeah,
photo, because I mean, they were targeting men probably 30 to 50 or 40 to 60, and they
totally.
love dog. Like
Yeah,
it
they do.
just catches attention, and that's all it has to do. Nothing else.
Yep.
And one more thing, there's nothing logical about capturing attention. Capturing attention happens at the most primal level of your brain,
It does.
right? You literally cannot be logical. Well, why would anyone care if there's a dog here? It's like you're missing the point. Like,
Yeah,
we got to
it's
get their
it's
attention.
subconscious. It's subconscious. We've got a part of our brain that's basically helps us be in autopilot. If we didn't
Yeah,
have that part, if we didn't have the sections of our vision and just our sensibilities, we would be so overwhelmed with sensory input that we wouldn't be able to function. And a lot of people who suffer with, who have autism or sensory type of you know things that are going on with themselves in a way that's disruptive, they experience that overload of sensory. So so human beings are designed just to coast and to be able to walk without being freaked out everywhere they go. Think about when you first learn
yeah,
how to drive. You're really aware of everything and you're kind of scared and
yeah,
you're tense and but after a while, after you've been driving for a couple months per year, and then I've been driving for many, many, many years, I can go on a road trip and just be fine for hours and hours and hours of time. And meanwhile, I'm passing trucks. There's motorcycles everywhere. There's all this activity, but my brain has filtered it out. And the same thing that's happening on Facebook is we're filtering out all this stuff because we just want to find something that's going to hit. And we're in a zombie mode. And if you scroll and it's a dog, what? Oh, a dog. That's cool. What? What's that all
yeah.
about? Yeah.
And there's nothing logical about it.
Yeah, it's just
I mean, you
it's
could be like,
just
I
get
like
you.
dogs, but yeah. Why do they get me to stop scrolling?
Yeah. Yeah. Why did
Interesting.
that guy's stupid face make me stop? Yeah. And you don't even
Yeah,
realize that you stopped because that's again, it's a
exactly.
subconscious thing. And after you click, you might be like, whoa, why did I just click? But even the click is subconscious.
And this is the most important part about succeeding on Facebook is people think about it logically way too much.
Yeah. Yeah. If I'm going to
Sorry.
do, like they would say, well, if I need to do an ad about guitars, I need to show a lot of really cool guitars. Maybe that's
Yeah.
not going to grab attention because guitar
Right.
players are always looking at cool guitars and it's just normal. So what
Yeah.
if you put in a mandolin next to a guitar, or I don't know, a cat walking on top
Exactly.
of a guitar? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's perfect.
Yep.
A cat walking on a guitar. Boom. Attention.
Yeah.
Like that's great.
With their
And
nails
then
just like scratching the wood.
that literally, yeah, that's like that's
Yeah.
what people we need more of that. Like, I
Hmm.
can't believe there isn't more of that. And it's fun too. Like, that's fun.
Yep. And you got to test and measure.
So
Maybe a dog
yeah,
walking over the guitar is better than a cat. You just have to go through the paces and just try each one and see what hits.
or like a pigeon pooping on your guitar. It's like
Yep.
this was my 90 or 1962 Gibson. This really happened.
Yeah.
The copy pays right off it, you know,
Nice.
and then gets into your story.
Well, that leads us to the next one. I think we were talking about this before we started the show, and is this
Yeah.
with the fun facts? Are you going to go into that one?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
do it. Let's do it.
All right, so I just stumbled upon this website and signed up for the email list. It's called interestingfacts.com. You need to get on this website and get on their email list almost immediately. It is filled with ideas for copy. You can literally use the ideas because they're facts. Um, do not take their write ups word for word, but you can use the facts. Um, and yeah, it makes perfect Facebook ads, perfect emails, connect them into your uh, offers. Their whole thing is release a fact a day or a couple facts a day, and it's supposed to be a mind expanding fact or a mind blowing fact, and it's true they are. These are truly. I can actually read a few off.
What's the site?
It's called interestingfacts.com, and you can find why is bubblegum pink? Learn more here. A dentist helped invent the cotton candy machine. Boom. That also mixes in number two, which is we talked about the juxtaposition, right? And so when you go on this website, it's the same reason the tabloids are actually great to read. You're going to get kind of a good feel for what's interesting, what's attention grabbing, because all these facts, they also have corresponding pictures. So if you read on this website once or twice a day,
Hmm.
I can tell you for a fact you'll start to pick up on interesting and attention grabbing tidbits. And
It's
plus, you're
probably a
going to
great
get,
way to get chicks, right?
yeah, yeah. Well, today's fact was Mark Twain invented bra clasps, and I got that in my email inbox, and I was instantly stopped scrolling and clicked on it.
Nice.
It's
Cool.
attention grabbing and it's interesting.
Okay, so let's go into reality Facebook ad mode. How would you use a fun fact that's interesting would it be like a attention grabbing headline, or would it be in the image? How do you think you would use something like that?
Yeah, a couple ways. So, you could use an image of a man who looks like Mark Twain. If you could use Mark Twain, then use Mark Twain. I'm not sure if you're allowed to. Um, and then you could literally pay off in the headline or the body copy Mark Twain invented bra clasps, and then
Mm,
somehow connect that into your offer. If I'm
yeah,
selling
guitars.
a
Just
guitars,
joking.
yeah. If I'm selling guitars, uh, I don't know enough about guitars to make that connection, but Mark
Now,
Twain
I have a
invented.
question. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm cutting you off. I have a question about would Facebook flag you for giving out information about something that's completely different than your product? Do they even care? This wouldn't trip a flag, like if you're talking about something super irrelevant to your product just to get attention? Would they consider that too attention hungry?
They shouldn't because you're connecting. You then connect it into your product.
Okay.
So the copy, it's like Mark Twain invented bra clasps, and I forget what it was, 1910. I read the article. I forget when it was. Uh, and this is interesting because he didn't get credit for it. Did you know that so and so was the inventor of this type of guitar and didn't get credit of it towards or till he died? The same way Mark Twain didn't get credit till he died. And then right there, you have that bridge, and you talk about your offer.
Cool. Yeah, and, a way it kind of fits into the vibe of Facebook is if it's interesting and you want to share it, right? Because everybody loves to share cool facts. So yeah, it's kind of
Yeah,
it's flowing in with the whole purpose of Facebook is to grab people, to keep people there, entertained and happy, basically, or
exactly.
zombified. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And exactly. Once you go on this website and you start seeing these things, it's going to load your subconscious with interesting facts, and in turn, it's going to help you better at grabbing attention because attention and interest are best friends.
Yeah, and
Um,
not even only for ads, but like if you're doing a pitch, if you need to talk about your business to somebody, they ask you what do you do. If you have an interesting
yeah.
fact, you could just throw out there to really grab their attention, get them hooked into your story. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can use fun facts for attention.
And even if you need to spice up a sales letter,
Mm,
sprinkle a couple in. I mean, yeah. And
sweet.
you can really connect almost any fact or anything to your offer if you think hard enough. But yeah, so interestingfacts.com. Go there now, sign up, and reap the rewards because it's there and it's free and it's amazing.
All right,
And
what's next? Nice. Number
number
5.
five,
Let's do it.
making ads off of current events. Okay, so the most recent thing was Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. A couple big marketers made a post on this, and I saw a couple ads. Um, People completely play it off. They made memes about it, and they connected their product with the meme, and it works.
Mm,
It's because think about it, people are interested in that, and they're
yep.
psyched up about that. They're not going to care about any other ad or any other post. When the public is psyched up about a public event, as
Yeah.
entertaining as that, that's
Sheesh.
all they care about.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a free
people
image.
people are literally being abused by the Will Smith Chris Rock meme, but they love it. They're like, abuse me
Yeah,
more, man. I can't get enough of this meme. After 100 different
yeah.
memes, I want more. It's kind of like the white cat meme. Remember that? That was
Oh
another one
yeah, yeah.
similar.
Classic,
Yeah, it's a classic one.
classic.
There's so many, and I guess those memes are out there. They're fair game. They're pretty much. Yeah. Is there any copyright issue? Could you get in trouble for using a Will Smith meme, or is it just so ubiquitous that there's just no way that you could ever even get in trouble for something like that? Like what's the point where you can't
Yeah.
use a popular meme or something in pop culture? Is there ever a time when you can get in trouble doing that?
I mean, if the photo's copyrighted, certainly pay for the photo, which
Hmm.
shouldn't even cost you that much to use. I mean, it's going to cost you money, but whatever,
Yeah,
pay for it.
yeah,
And then you can literally, yeah, you can
yeah. If
go
you
into
want to do it
Paint.
legit, yeah, just go in and pay and do it. So yeah, there's tons of websites out there like Getty Images, and see if they've got a picture from that event that's available. A lot of times those images cost like $25. At a certain size, and your ad's small. It doesn't have to be this massive 12 megabyte or megapixel image. It could just be a little 64 by 64, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be a huge image for a
Right.
Facebook ad. Yep.
And once you buy it, you can customize it as much as you want with meme words. So,
Nice.
uh, yeah. And you can do that for any current event that's interesting. That doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. None of
No.
these are going to cost you. Most of them are free. So,
Yep.
if you don't have an art specialist or anything,
Yeah.
remember the job is to get attention. If you know how to get attention,
Yeah.
you're good.
Oh, just as we're talking and brainstorming here, every niche has their humor, right? Um,
Yeah.
like guitarists, they have guitarist humor. There's bass players that have the bass player humor. Sometimes guitarists and bass players riff off each other. They'll tease each other. The drummer, and just in that musical niche, there's all kinds of comedic and meme gold that you could, like, if you're selling a drum kit, or if you're selling some kind of a new musical instrument, you can play off of the memes in the industry too. It doesn't have to be just pop culture in general. If you're doing weight loss products, there's that whole industry has a lot of humor there. Every niche is
Yeah.
different.
No, totally, totally.
You got anything else? Is that it?
No, yeah, that's it. Those 5 low cost or free ways
Yeah,
to grab attention at the highest level, literally possible,
yeah,
on Facebook.
yeah, man. And it's free, pretty much free. I mean, maybe buying an image here and there and stuff like that, but these tips aren't going to hurt your pocketbook. It's just a
Yeah.
matter of having your feet firmly planted on the ground, knowing what you're doing, knowing who your niche is, knowing what they're all about, doing all the research, as we've talked about many times before in this show. You really have to research your audience and get inside of their mind and their heart and know what makes them tick. So a lot of this stuff just kind of bubbles up and you start to realize, whoa, this is how I can grab attention because I know this audience so well. I know this meme is going to drive them crazy when they see it. Before we go, please hit the like, subscribe. We're a very new channel, and any kind of like, any kind of subscribe, any kind of comment is like huge for us. I mean, it's massive because Tom and I are just kind of out here in the YouTube desert, kind of scratching around for anybody to look at our videos. So we think we're putting out some good content, some stuff that's usable. Tom's an expert in copywriting. I'm more the expert in the video marketing and video production aspect of things. So if you guys find this stuff interesting, if there's another point that you want to add in the comments below, something we missed, please feel free. And we'll see everybody on the next episode. Thanks so much.